Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's time to unbox a Boxycharm. So this is my box for February 2023. We've got our little piece of paper here and it says it's a self-love affair. So our theme this month is self-care. Inside of here, as always, we have a little bit of info about the power picks, etc. Let's dive in. So let's go through the power picks first things first. And the first thing that I have in the box is a nice palette here from Beaute, and this is the Mystic Romance palette. This is valued at $39. And I did get a peek at what this palette looks like, and it looks definitely up my alley. So I'm very excited to open this up. I love the Beaute formula. I've gotten a lot of their palettes in Boxycharms in the past. The quality is always really, really nice. Now look at that color story. Tell me that that's not a color story for me. If you're not new here, you know that this is exactly the type of color story that I go for. I love these sort of pink tones. You know, you've got sort of a mauvey kind of taupe color, some sparkles, everything that I love in a color story. Lots of different finishes as well. We've got some more like metallic-y ones here, and then we've got some more sparkly ones as well. Let's just swatch a few. I wasn't going to swatch, but you know, I just can't help myself. Let's grab a couple of mattes and a couple of shimmers. Oh, look at the pigmentation. So pretty. So I find the Beaute formula to be very pigmented, but easy to blend. That's like an eye look for me right there. I just went straight into the colors that I always go for. But you can see like this one's a little bit more sparkly. This one's a little bit more like metallic, and then some nice mattes right there. So that does feel like the Beaute formula that I know and love. So I'm very happy to have that palette in my collection. Is it wildly different than other palettes that I have in terms of this color story? Not crazy different, but there are a couple of more unique shades in here that kind of give a little bit of a shift, which I think is really pretty. So really happy to have that. My next power pick is this moisturizer here. This is the Grown Alchemist Skin Renewal Day Cream. This is valued at $62. It's a full-size moisturizer. It says, start your morning off right with this lightweight cream moisturizer formulated with skin-loving ingredients like niacinamide, echinacea, help to support the skin's barrier throughout the day. You'll be left hydrated and nourished and ready for anything. So that sounded really good to me. This is what the packaging looks like here. The funny thing about this is I have two. So the story behind that is before they did any like sneak peeks for the month of February, I was going on, I had some points that were going to expire at the beginning of March. So I've been kind of checking the points, the items that you could purchase with your points over the last few months. And I really hadn't seen anything that I was excited to get with my points. And then this popped up as an option. I was like, great, a moisturizer. You guys know I love to get moisturizers in Boxycharm. So I was like, I'm just going to go ahead and buy that with my points and it'll come in the next box. And then my power pick was the same moisturizer. So I thought that that was really funny. I hope I love it because I have two. But I love to get moisturizers in Boxycharm, as I've said before, because it is something that I go through more quickly. Cleansers and moisturizers are like my top two things that I like to get in Boxycharms because I do go through them so quickly. So because of the type of packaging, this is like one of those almost metal tubes that you roll down, and it's got this type of a like metal seal on it. I'm actually not going to open this. Usually I open it up, test it on the back of my hand, smell it, tell you guys what it smells like. I'm not going to open it this time because this is the type of packaging that once it's open, you really should be like using it right away. So I'm not going to open it up, but I will let you guys know what I think about it later on in a speed reviews. We're going to talk about speed reviews. We got some talking to do at the end of this video, so stay tuned for a little bit of an update on the channel. But that was valued at $62. The question I have is, do I include that in my box total? I'm going to not, because I bought it with my points, right? It's not in the normal box. So $62 for that moisturizer. That's a pretty expensive moisturizer, so I'm pretty pumped that I have 2 of them. I hope I love it. Now let's get into my choice items. So I have 3 items here that I picked out for myself. And the first one is a little blush palette from Laura Geller. This is the Made to Multitask Eye, Lip, and Cheek palette in Think Pink. This is valued at $32. It's sealed on both ends. Oh, I ripped it with my fingernail. Great. Just ripping into the box. So I've tried a handful of products from Laura Geller, but one that sticks out in my mind is the Tropic Hues Baked Blush that I got from Laura Geller in a Boxycharm years ago. It is one of my favorite blushes of all time. I use it on almost every bride when I do bridal makeup because it's so beautiful on every skin tone. So when I saw this pop up as an option, I thought, you know what? I'm gonna grab that because I love that other blush so much. So this is actually like a cream formula. I'm trying to get the little plastic thing off. Oh, it was sealed on. Okay. So the first thing I notice, can you guys see there's little like droplets of moisture on that one blush in the middle? I found that a little bit off-putting, but anyways, it says here it's a multitasking palette that contains 3 gorgeous shades, a matte pink, a matte peach, and a champagne shimmer. Help you to create a monochromatic look in as easy as 1, 2, 3. It says it feels like a cream for effortless blending and applies like a powder for long-lasting color payoff. So let's swatch these. I'm guessing by looking at them that this one here on the end, the highlight, is actually a powder. These fingers have makeup on them, so I'm gonna try to swatch it with my other hand. That does feel more like a powder to me. The highlighter, that weird wet blush, I don't like the way that that feels. And then the matte, more peachy one, though they feel like very different formulas. So I'm gonna swatch them here on my hand. The colors are beautiful. So there's the shades there. So there's the highlighter, the brighter pink, and the peach. The blushes definitely feel a little bit more on the balmy side of a cream, and that's not like a pro or a con, it's just a observation. It will be interesting to see how these wear because I find with cream blushes, they look, like it said in the description, they blend like a dream, but I usually don't get the longevity out of them that I like to have for like a long work day. So I'll test those out and let you guys know, but I think the colors are great, definitely colors that I would go for my skin tone. So very pleased with that. Okay, so my next power pick was this face mask, and this is the Polaar Ice Source Ultra Moisturizing Mask, and this was valued at $35, and it's basically supposed to be like a drink of water for your skin. It's supposed to be like a super hydrating mask. It's got hyaluronic acid, fatty acid rich microalgae. So basically anybody who has dehydrated skin, you could use this once or twice a week. I usually go for like more of a clay mask or an exfoliating mask or something like that. So it's nice to have something like this on hand for this time of year. In February, it's really, really cold where I live. Most of us here are dehydrated at this time of the year because it is so dry and cold. So something like this is really nice, especially for this time of year. So I thought, well, that's a nice little option to choose out, something a little bit different. I have a lot of skincare on backup right now, so I didn't want to add more of the same into my collection. So this is what the texture is looking like. Definitely more of like a gel kind of texture. See that? I think that's going to be feel really nice and cooling on the skin. It has a scent, but it's not super strong. The fragrance is higher up in the description than I would like to see personally. But again, it's something that you're rinsing off, so I don't worry about that as much as I would with like a moisturizer or a serum that you're going to put on and leave on the skin. Smells good though, feels really nice. I think that's going to be a really nice option. It says Ultra Moisturizing Mask with Iceberg Water. Ooh, fancy. So that was valued at $35. And then lastly, I have this little lip treatment here. So this is the Koa Life Vitamin C Lip Treatment, valued at $23. And it says it's a vegan, cruelty-free vitamin C lip treatment infused with vitamin-rich plant ingredients and peptides that help to heal fade dark spots, smooth fine lines, and even protect from environmental damage. So that sounded really nice to me. I had a really hard time choosing my items this month, and we're going to talk about why here in a minute, but I was like, you know what? You can never have too many lip treatments. It's like very thick coming out. Can you see that? It's very thick, much thicker than I was expecting. I'm not going to put it on my lips because I have like lip liner and lip gloss on, but I did want to put it on my hand. It doesn't feel sticky at all. It doesn't seem, I put it right there, it doesn't seem overly glossy, which is kind of nice. Sometimes it's nice to have a lip treatment that's just a lip treatment that doesn't give you like shine or anything like that. That's like a nice one that you could just throw in your purse and have it, like, especially, I don't know if this is the same for you guys, but where we live, if we go for like a 2-hour drive to visit family or something like that, my husband and I both get really dry lips when we're in the car for long periods of time. So that's like a nice one that he and I could both use because it's not shiny. He's always just looking for like a Blistex stick. So something like that we could both be using, which is nice. It has, I don't know if there's fragrance in it. Let me see. There's no fragrance listed in the ingredients, but it does have like sweet orange oil, licorice root extract, goji berry fruit extract. So I think the smell that I'm smelling is just ingredients, but it smells like very faint, like a little bit sweet. It doesn't, I thought it would have more of an orangey smell, but it really doesn't. It just has a almost just like pleasantly sweet smell to it, but very, very slight. So I think that's going to be really nice. So the overall value of the box was $191, which I think is incredible. And that's not counting my extra Grown Alchemist moisturizer that I got with my points. So really pleased overall with the value of the box. Definitely feel like I got my money's worth. But so here's how I'm feeling about Boxycharm, okay? I'm sure you guys have noticed, if you're regular viewers of my channel, I haven't been posting super consistently these days. In fact, I feel like I'm only posting Boxycharm unboxings. I don't love that for us, for all of us. So I'm really feeling like maybe it's time that I take a little bit of a break from Boxycharm. I have a lot going on in my life right now that has nothing to do with YouTube, and it's all good stuff, but I'm sort of in the midst of working on a really big project for something that's coming in like May, June, and it's taking up, here's the thing, you guys, I'm just gonna be super honest with you. This channel has been a passion project of mine for like 6 years. I think it's been 6 years since I started this channel. I started doing this channel because I loved beauty YouTube so much that I wanted to participate and not just consume the content. And I have a full-time job. I own a salon. I'm an esthetician. I own my own salon. I am just a single operator, so it's just me here in the salon, but I do work full-time. So I have always put a lot of my spare time into this channel because I love it, because it's fun. We have this great little small community. I chat with you guys over on Instagram in my DMs. Some of you send me emails with like pictures of your pets, and I love that. And I've always put that energy into the channel just because I've loved it so much, not because I was trying to like reach a certain goal. But at this point, I'm not shutting down the channel or anything like that. What I'm trying to say is the time that I once had to put into YouTube, I'm now putting into this project that I'm working on. And so at one point in time, I was posting once a week, and then I got really into the habit of posting twice a week. And then things have just gotten really crazy in the last year or so, to where I struggle to even post one video a week. I'm kind of posting like one video every 2 weeks at this point. I really want to get back to where I was posting at least one video a week. I want to do another project pan. I have a bunch of empties to share with you guys. I have a whole bunch of speed reviews. I have boxes of makeup sitting around my house of things that I want to talk to you guys about, and I just haven't had the time or the energy. A lot of times it's not necessarily that I don't have the time to put into it, it's just I don't have the headspace. The time that I used to spend thinking about YouTube, I'm now spending thinking about this other project. I will let you guys know what this other project is. I just can't talk about it until it's more finished. You'll know why when we get there. So all that to say, I've been thinking more and more about taking a break from Boxycharm and just using some of what I already have until this project is finished, and then kind of getting back into the swing of things then. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. I hate to say, like, are you okay with that? Would that be okay for you guys if I took a couple of months off of Boxycharm? I still want to post videos. I just don't want to feel like, oh my gosh, Boxy is here. I have to film an unboxing and, you know, edit it and get it out as soon as possible. And then because I've done that, I didn't have time to do maybe another video that I was thinking about doing. So that's kind of where I'm at. I haven't fully decided if I'm going to take a break from Boxy, but that's sort of where my head's at. I just wanted to sort of fill you guys in. There's just a lot going on, and I still love YouTube, but I still want to do this channel, and I actually have big plans for this channel for when this project is finished. It's just that for now I'm having a really hard time splitting my attention in all of the directions and still running my business that pays my bills, because my YouTube channel is not monetized. I'm sure that you guys know that. If there's ads on it, I'm not making any money off of those ads. It's not monetized. So at the end of the day, I have to put the little bit of time and energy and effort that I have headspace for into my business that pays my bills. And, you know, sometimes the hobbies have to sort of take a backseat for a period of time. So that's what's going on. I am still going to be posting videos. I'm just going to maybe take the pressure off of myself and all of these timelines. Like when Boxycharm comes in, I want to get it out right away, etc. I'm just going to film when I feel like it and post when I feel like it. And I just hope that you guys will hang out and wait for me to come back to my normal, you know, schedule. So all that to say, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comments down below what you got in your box this month. Have you ever taken a break from Boxycharm? Did you have terrible FOMO? Will you leave my channel if I don't post a Boxycharm unboxing every month? I don't know. And that's where I'm going to leave it today. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon in another video. Bye.